Hello, welcome to Sunny Escapades. You are listening to me talking about my trip to Slovenia. Okay, but yeah, so there was, I think, maybe 10 minutes. So she took the passport, looked at the driving license, and then she wanted a credit card. So when you rent a car, they ask you for a deposit. And here's how I knew, because when I booked it online, I had looked at some small print this time, and it did say that. And also on the kayak.com, where I was doing the search, there were 4 offers. So the offers were rated. One was 8.4, 8.4, 9.4, 9.6, like that. There were 4 offers. So I took the 9.4 because in the offers, the feedback was divided into components. And the component was like condition of the car, roadside assistance, if they're giving you those things or not. And one of the things was this deposit. So for deposits, other ones had got 50% rating. And these two 9.4, 9.6 rating, they had 10 out of 10. So I said, okay, maybe because they either take smaller deposit than the other ones, or they are better about returning your full deposit when you bring the car back in a good condition. So I just kind of guessed that, but if people are saying that these are better, then let's go with that. So it was about £10 more expensive to book that, but I did that. And I also got the full coverage from the website itself, so that if I get into anything, hopefully not, fingers crossed, that is me knocking on wood. And but if I do, then there is a whole coverage for it. So that was very expensive coverage, by the way. £9, €9 per day. So for 4 days, it's like €36 just for that, and about €100 for the whole thing, for the car. So I paid half of that before and half of that. They have not taken it yet. She took the deposit from a credit card. It has to be a credit card, remember that. It cannot be a debit card, and it cannot be from an online only bank. Like my Monzo debit card would not work here for those 2 reasons. So I have a credit card, and it has nothing on it at the moment, so I had the full credit limit available. So it didn't need all of that. It just needed they just needed €600. And at the time she was saying like, oh right, so I'm going to take €650 from there. I'll just block it as a deposit. I said it should be 600. So, oh right, it's 600. Okay, 600. Sometimes they don't do that. Whatever. But yeah, so she took 600, which is £500, £505, I think. And told me all about how to get to that, how to find the car. And she suggested that I should take some photos of it. And she mentioned that all the damage on the car is already mentioned. She showed me it's on the bonnet, it's here, it's here, it's here. It's like, what? How old is this car? And then she told me, no, the car is only 2 years old. But there was somebody who cleaned the car with a very strong solvent or some very strong chemical, and then they scratched the car. I'm like, oh, okay. But actually it doesn't look nice, but it doesn't look that horrible as well as I was thinking. So yeah, it was okay. So got to the car, and then I spent probably about 40 minutes 50 minutes just setting up the car, getting to know the car, because in a strange car, before you get out on the highway, you want to be very familiar with it. So I just checked how to turn on the lights and how to do the turn signal, and steering is okay for my height, and seat is okay, further back, whatever. And the main thing I did was, it did have a big screen, like a 7-8 inch screen, and that screen can be connected to your phone. So I connected it to my phone, and there's an app called Android Auto. That Android Auto is an absolute game changer, because it doesn't only play music. I thought it would be playing music. No, monsieur. It can do everything. It can do all your calls and notifications and all of that. But the main thing it could do was, if I started navigation on my phone in Google Maps and this is connected to the car, I get the whole thing on the screen, and I get the sound from the car speakers for navigation. So, and that worked very nicely. I was able to pair that up within a couple of minutes to just figure out as to what to do it. I gave it access to my contacts. I should not have, but I forgot, so I did it. But I need to remember now to disconnect it before I give the car back. She has given me instructions as to how to bring the car back and drop the keys and all that. So subscribe so that you don't miss the next part, which is going to come out next week. And you can also watch other videos. In the meantime, we do a lot of vlog videos on this channel. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.